channel. Today, we have an exciting topic to discuss that will benefit learners of all ages. We'll be sharing 15 effective study habits for a lifetime. These strategies are valuable for individuals of all ages, whether you're a high school student, a retiree pursuing knowledge for personal growth, adapting to new challenges at work, or embarking on a career transition. Implementing these habits can greatly enhance your learning experience. They are particularly beneficial if you have ADHD or are dealing with low mood and limited energy. So, grab your notebooks and let's dive right in. Number 1. Prepare your mindset. Take a moment to establish the right frame of mind, but avoid spending too much time on it, as it may consume your available study time. Engage in a brief 10-minute dance session to an upbeat song. If you find yourself preoccupied with pending chores, jot them down on a list and set it aside for later. If you're persistently distracted, be honest with yourself. However, be cautious not to succumb to procrastination. Determine a specific time to commence your studies and commit to being in the appropriate mindset. Maintain a positive outlook. Instead of thinking, "I don't have enough time," reframe your thoughts to say, "I'm starting now." Remember that discipline and focus can be developed gradually through small steps over time. Number 2. Discover a quiet and distraction-free environment and return to it consistently. Consider the locations where you've previously performed well academically. Seek out an ideal environment rather than settling for one that is merely adequate. It could be as simple as choosing to sit upright in a living room chair instead of lounging on the sofa while reading. Your bed is likely not the most conducive place for studying. Number 3. Bring only essential materials. Ensure you have the necessary resources, such as textbooks, with you. However, if possible, keep your smartphone out of reach to minimize distractions. Reflect on whether listening to music genuinely enhances your learning experience. If not, avoid having it readily available. Number 4. Avoid multitasking. While you might believe you're proficient at simultaneously watching an instructional video and scrolling through Instagram, evidence suggests that multitasking reduces your ability to absorb and retain information. Common sense dictates that your working memory capacity is limited, and dividing your attention between tasks diminishes your comprehension of the video content. Number 5. Organize your notes by outlining and creating lists. Develop outlines that work specifically for you, even if they might be perplexing to others. Use terminology that makes sense to you, rephrasing the concepts from the material you're studying. Group together related words, facts, or ideas in a way that feels logical to you. The objective is to create an outline that aids your personal recollection of the material. Consider using handwriting instead of typing on a laptop, as there is evidence that manual writing stimulates cognitive processes. If you're alone, read significant sentences aloud or silently mouth the words in a library setting. Although it may seem childish, reciting or mouthing words has a historical connection to human memory formation, as evidenced by the use of poetry to preserve stories throughout our evolution. Number 6. Utilize memory devices and unleash creativity. Embrace the power of memory devices and let your imagination run wild. Create catchy rhymes or sentences that help you associate and recall ideas easily. For instance, crafting the phrase, "never ever seem worried," can aid in remembering the cardinal directions, north, east, south, west. Similarly, "every good boy deserves fun" can assist music students in memorizing the notes of the treble clef E, G, B, D, F. If you're uncertain whether memory devices work for you, give them a try and observe their effectiveness. Experiment with different techniques during your study sessions to find what sticks with you. If you have a visual inclination, take your time to examine illustrations or photos in the study material and establish connections between them and the information being presented. Number 7. Engage in active practice. When preparing for a class or anticipating surprise questions on a test, create your own probable questions and set a timer to write down answers. Repeat this exercise multiple times. Actively attempt to solve sample problems within your study materials rather than solely reading the answers. Generate similar problems, solve them, and later, at the end of your study session, seek resources that can verify the correctness of your solutions. If you're learning a new language, write out questions and answers, and share them with a native speaker when you have the opportunity. Research indicates that activities that involve producing a product or self-testing have a greater impact than passive consumption of information, such as reviewing notes. Number 8. Seek study buddies. Some individuals thrive in group settings, working alongside 4 or 5 peers who are at a similar level. Quiz each other and strive to perform as well as the person you admire the most. Transform envy into a motivating force rather than harboring resentment. Number 9. Craft a manageable schedule. If you have some flexibility, identify the times of day when your mental acuity is at its peak and dedicate those hours to learning. Biologist and body clock expert Steve Kay suggests starting the day with a warm morning shower to prepare your mind for analytical work. Complete your studying or work before lunch, particularly if you're an early riser. The period from noon to 4 p.m. tends to be the most prone to distractions. While adhering to a schedule may initially seem burdensome, you'll appreciate the investment when you can avoid last-minute cramming. Consistency is more crucial than the exact duration of each study session. Number 10. Embrace spaced learning. Dividing your workload into manageable chunks generally leads to better outcomes. Avoid cramming for exams in one intensive session. While the evidence on cramming is mixed, the advice to plan ahead, proceed consistently, and space out your study sessions aligns with common sense and tends to yield positive results. Number 11. Take refreshing breaks. If you find yourself dozing off while reading, it might be an indication that you've chosen an unfavorable time of day for studying. Consider taking a short nap if you're sleep-deprived, and then return to your work refreshed and rejuvenated. Number 12. Acknowledge the power of rewards. Setting goals and rewarding yourself is a healthy practice, as long as you predetermine the rewards that won't leave you with regret afterward. Instead of indulging in French fries, opt for a more fulfilling reward. Taking a break on Facebook is acceptable if it doesn't become a substitute for what you initially intended to accomplish. Number 13. Strive for balance. Students must learn the importance of maintaining balance in their lives. This entails getting sufficient sleep, maintaining regular and nutritious eating habits, engaging in exercise, and not allowing themselves to become excessively preoccupied or distracted by romantic relationships or social issues. As adults, we also need to prioritize achieving this kind of balance. Number 14. Avoid dependence on drugs or unhealthy habits. Relying on drugs or herbal remedies to enhance focus and productivity is not a sustainable solution. Additionally, refrain from engaging in excessive partying that may hinder your performance the following day. If you're taking a course, establish early communication with the instructor or teaching assistant to understand the expectations. Whether you need to work harder or set realistic grade expectations, grasp the instructor's priorities. Build a connection with the instructor so that you feel comfortable reaching out if you fall behind or struggle with a project. Actively participate and pay attention during class. Number 15. Reconnect with your initial goals and motivations. Sometimes, we lose sight of our original drive when we find ourselves halfway through a task. Remind yourself why you wanted to master the material in the first place. If you're feeling resentment due to the invested time, money, or difficulty, confide in someone you trust who can help realign your perspective. In conclusion, developing effective study habits is essential for learners of all ages, whether you're a high school student or someone transitioning to a new career. By incorporating these 14 strategies into your routine, you can enhance your learning experience and improve your overall academic performance. From preparing your mindset and creating an optimal study environment to utilizing memory devices and engaging in active practice, each tip offers valuable insights to maximize your learning potential. Additionally, factors such as maintaining balance in your life, avoiding dependence on external aids, and staying connected to your goals and motivations play crucial roles in your success. Remember, learning is a lifelong journey, and cultivating strong study habits will benefit you in various aspects of your personal and professional life. So, embrace these strategies, adapt them to your unique needs, and enjoy the process of continuous growth and knowledge acquisition.